everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm just gonna be reviewing my account. I did one like about a year ago, well more than a year ago, but that was on my second account. If you haven't checked it out, I guess check it out. Although that, yeah, second account, I have my E6 Acron on there. And yeah, this account is like a lot more different. I didn't just pull for one character. I pulled for a lot of characters. So yeah, I guess we'll be going over that. I guess if you're interested, I'll maybe also do a follow up for my second account, because yeah, on my E6 account, yeah, a lot can happen in a year. I did get a lot more characters actually. 2 characters actually. That's it. That's all I got on the other account. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go from like newest slash strongest team to like other teams that are weaker or that are older. So I'll start off with my Elation team, go over their stats. I'll go from there to my DOT team, a little bit older, a little bit newer, since I guess, yeah, I've got high ceiling. I still have a sustain. I guess you'll just see my sustain thing or how they are right now. And then we'll go with my fine and then break team, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right to it. Alright, so starting off, we've got the new kid on the block, and that is the Elation setup. We got our Silver Wolf here, 201 speed. I just barely got to 201 speed literally yesterday. 86 crit rate, 90 crit damage. I feel like this is okay from what I've seen. I would maybe want a little bit more crit damage, but she does get some crit damage ratio from her hidden MMR. That whole mechanic, so yeah. So yeah, I did hit the 200 speed. I want to say this is good, but I've yet to see other people's, I guess, Silver Wolf build. I don't even know if the 200 speed is even, like, that worthwhile. Like, I could totally get some more crit damage, but I'd lose, like, 10 speed. So, yeah, I don't know. I should probably just get more crit damage, honestly, but I kind of like her being at 200 speed. Alright, we got her signature. I think I lost the 50-50, but, oh yeah, I also did a polling video on this. I lost the 50-50, but I think I got her Lycone pretty early. She's maxed out. Of course, I did it. Day 1. Oh yeah, and her relics. I guess I'll just quickly go over her everyone's relic sets. And then yeah, E0. Honestly, I would say overall, I would say she's my strongest character as of now. I guess single character. Like, she's the only one in the team that I guess does the most damage outside of everyone. She does the best damage in her best setup, which I guess is against enemies that have an elation mechanic, which is like every character right now. Alright, after that we have Sparksy. I do not have her signature base speed. I've got some speed in her relics. I guess we'll see there. 72 crit rate, 179 crit net, or 149 crit damage. Don't have her light cone. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want her light cone. I really do not like. Well, Mushy's not that bad. I think it's only like a 10 or 20% damage increase if you don't have her light cone. But yeah, not having her light cone just means I'm pretty sure her light cone gives like more skill points and then some skill point refunds. And yeah, I just don't like I guess I use her in 2 setups. Rather the Elation setup with Silver Wolf or just by herself with Sparkle. And in both teams, she's like reaching like 10 to 15 stacks of her skill. So yeah, that's fun. I'm not hitting the 20, which I'd kind of want to. I'd feel like it'd be nice. Oh, hello, Cyrene. So yeah, we're just being a little bit of a bum right now, not having her signature. I'm not made out of money. I don't think I've actually pulled for Lycone. Somewhat max traces. I still need one more level in, I guess, her skill and her ultimate, which I should probably do. At least her skill. I should probably maxed out. I guess ultimate's whatever. I don't think she really does that much damage from her ultimate. Here, her relic sets. Honestly, I think she had good relic sets, but I think I actually gave some of them to Silver Wolf. So yeah. Wow, no speed, or I guess, like, yeah, one piece that has 4 speed in it. And then we have her E1. I built Pity on her Light Cone, and I just got her E1. I was like, well, I guess that just happened. Alright, and then after that, we've got EMC. I think I'm starting to use EMC more than I'm starting to use RMC. I think yeah, there's a lot more replacements for RMC than there is EMC. No duh. So yeah, 163, 66 crit rate, 79 crit damage. She does some damage. Not a lot of damage. We got the Herda Light Cone. Wow. I thought she was more than this. That probably explains it, yeah. So literally maxed out ultimate. I am pretty sure, yeah, you don't even need a level up these things. All of these are pretty much, I'm pretty sure, just her own damage. Probably explains why she's not doing much damage. But I could care less. Yeah, so you just want to upgrade this for the crit damage for the ally. And that's literally it. I guess she's like the least expensive character to build. Yeah, just build this. Got the new relic sets. A bunch of speed. If I had Yai, I'm pretty sure some of these pieces would go to her, but I do not on this account. Yeah, we got Lushaka. I keep forgetting to put Sparksy on the first team in the lineup, but like it's literally, yeah, just like what, 12% attack? Yeah, honestly not that much. I don't even have her at E6. Again, I'm pretty sure the only Eidolons that matter are, yeah, these two and then her fourth Eidolon. Everything else is just increasing her own damage. But yeah, you know what? One day I'll get E4. Actually, I'm pretty sure all I need to do is just finish the story and I get E4. And then, yeah, honestly, the sustain for this team is a little bit all over the place. I would use Hoo if I have her. I can get her, although I feel like we will most likely definitely have an elation sustain. If not, at least a universal sustain. I feel like it's going to be Pearl, although I don't know if that's true or not. So yeah, this play, or yeah, the sustain is rather Aventurine or Don Kong. I swap between the two. So yeah, I guess here's our Aventurine. When he came out, he was actually doing decent damage, and now he's just here for a sustain. He still is a pretty good sustain if the thing you're fighting just does a bunch of AoE. Yeah, literally just 2 AoEs, and then he just refreshes everyone's shield, or something like that. So got his signature. I'm pretty sure I got this at like 5 pity. I was like, well, that just happened again. Yeah, here are his traces. Again. Okay, I don't think you need to actually level up his basic, but since you're just in some setups are gonna be basic spamming. Like I said, he does some decent damage. Probably not a lot, but at least enough to be acceptable as a sustain. Alright, and then yeah, we've got his setup. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he gets some crit rate conversion from something in his kit. Yeah, all I have is just his E1. You know what? I will say a solid sustain compared to characters that we have right now. He does give the team 50 effect res, which is honestly kind of valuable. Like, being able to, I guess, not be crowd control or have a debuff on you is probably just or even more valuable than a cleanse. Yeah, with Hyson, if you get debuffed, you'd have to wait for her to act. And I think Hyson can also get debuffed as well, so you'd have to wait for that to be cleansed off her. And then you'd have to wait for little Ika to cleanse it off you, which in some fights could like actually ruin the run. Alright, and then we have our second team, our DOT team. I'm gonna be honest, the DOT team that I have honestly just sometimes just beats my main team. Like, the Elation team just needs the correct setup. Or, yeah, the correct fight. Meanwhile, this, all I need is just the enemy to have like 2 resistance to, I guess, one of these. Yeah, rather have a resist or not have a resistance to electric, wind, or physical. I just showed their like cones, whatever. And yeah, I feel like as long as they have that, or yeah, just 2 of those, I feel like the DOT team could excel in anything. Yeah, they honestly like 1 cycle or 0 cycle like a lot of fights currently. They give me the most points in like literally pure fiction and uh apocalyptic shadow. But that's, I guess, yeah, you can see why, because I put a lot, and I mean a lot, of investment into this. Kind of something that I honestly didn't expect. But yeah, I guess I got Kafka when she came out. I got her signature too. Again, I builded pity on the light cone banner and then got it at a really low number. So yeah, I guess this just goes to show that the Lycone banner, I guess, is somewhat bait, but you can get lucky a lot. I just figured out recently that the Lycone banner is actually a 75-25 and not actually a 50-50. So that probably explains why, yeah, I got a lot of Lycones. Although me getting them at a low number, it's probably just luck right there. Alright, so yeah, she did get her Noble Flare. Everything's maxed out, I guess, except for her basic. I guess, yeah, overall, I'd say she's a pretty expensive character. You would want to level up everything. I guess except for like maybe 2 of these, since technically, yeah, she... Yeah, it's just literally HP. Yeah, you want to upgrade her talent, her ultimate, and her skill just because she utilizes everything. Alright, and then yeah, we still have Prisoner of the Deep. I don't think we're gonna ever get another DOT set. And even if we do, I feel like it's gonna be so niche to a new DOT character that we're gonna get. We are gonna get a new DOT character, alright? I'm not coping. So yeah, yeah, here's her build. From what I've heard, you kind of want to have her as a supportive build, but I kind of have her as like a hybrid support slash damage. Yeah, I think you just want as much speed as you can possibly get on her, and then like yeah, switch her Lyco into something else. Probably a tutorial so she can spam her ult, but I do not. I got her E1. I got this when we could select the character for the anniversary, and I picked her because you know what? A DOT all the way. 147. And then yeah, next up we got Black Swan. Actually, wait, hold on. I've been forgetting to show this. I guess for characters that are main DPS, probably only care about their crit rank or damage. And I guess you can see what their stats are when I show over the relics. So yeah, next up we got our little Black Swan, 120 effect hit rate. I hated hitting this. This was such an annoying thing to get to. Like, oh my god. Yeah, don't have her signature. I was thinking of maybe going for a signature, but I don't know if I want to go for it right now. I don't even know if I want to invest more into the DOT team. So yeah, pretty expensive character. Yeah, actually pretty expensive character even before her Nova Flare. Everything leveled up. Again, wow, Prisoner of the Deep. Again, actually, I think the build for her right now is actually, yeah, try to min-max her damage and actually have her act as fast as she can. Sadly, no Eidolons. So yeah. And then we have, I guess the newest character for the DOT team, Hyson. Actually made DOT come back, like I knew she was gonna to. Again, hitting the 120 effect hit rate, I feel like for Hyson or Hyceland wasn't as bad as Black Swan, but I guess that's mainly due because of her that I actually got her light cone. But yeah, just like Black Swan, you want to hit 120. And then actually, I don't even think you need to upgrade her basic. I don't know why I did this. I guess just for the fun of it. And then yeah, I think unlike Black Swan and Kafka, you just want to build her as pure damage. And then yeah, you are rope. And then would you look at this? Wow. I've got her first Eidolon, which I'm pretty sure. I think, from what I heard, it's nice to have, but not necessary. I'm pretty sure E2 is more valuable, I think. Alright, and just like, I guess my elation setup, I do not have, I guess, a sustain. Well, I guess I do have the best in slot sustain, which is Dong Kong, but he's kind of like going all over the place. But yeah, I guess I use Dong Kong in this setup, but I guess if I'm using him in another setup, I just use Linkshell or Aventurine, whoever I can use. Yeah, here we go. We have Linkshell, the sustain. Honestly, I used Linkshell a lot when she first came out. I also have Jade and Sunday. Back when she came out, you could literally just use that in a pure fiction team and get like 40,000 points. Now you can no longer do that. You actually need to like do damage. But yeah, we've got her light cone. A really speedy Linkshell, just so I could like literally just spam her skill in pure fiction. Yeah, here are her traces. Fun fact, I didn't even have a break set up when Linkshell came out. I'm pretty sure Gallagher is just as good. Yeah, here's her setup. Yeah, just 2-piece speed break effect. Yeah, I was literally using main DPS Linkshell for like a while. No Eidolon. I was actually thinking of getting her light cone or like some Eidolons for my break team, but also like I could just invest in the break characters. But yeah, that's my DOT team. Honestly, yeah, pretty good DOT team. Well, I think it's pretty good because yeah, they helped me in Pure Fiction, Memory of Chaos, and Anomaly Arbitration. Yeah, even Anomaly Arbitration and Apocalyptic Shadow. They don't even need like the correct mechanics. I can just slot them in as long as they've got some resistance to the DOT elements. And of course, I'm definitely waiting for the DOT sustain. We're totally gonna happen. That's totally gonna be. You know what? Yeah, totally. I'm not coping. All right, and then yeah, last but not least, we've got my my finance team. I'm just go out and say it. This is completely free to play. I've not like invested to him at all. Yeah, he has this light cone. 73, 200 crit damage. I did do the first relic recon on him, so he's got some decent relics. A bit skewed, I would say. I'm gonna say it. Dude, I feel like he was good or like really great in some fights, and then other fights, I feel like he's just not as good. Oh, wait, hold on. I guess I've got another team after this that's like in some cases was better than this, but I guess that's understandable. I don't have Sidria, I don't have Cyrene, I don't have anyone for him. I literally just have the bare minimum. So yeah, pretty expensive character, needs to level up all his traces. Has like one set that's only made for him, and then the other set's made for like 2 characters. So yeah, we've got a lot of crit damage. Yeah, like I said, I used like the Relic Recon when it first came out on him. Okay, that's kind of bad. And then yeah, attack, crit damage, physical, and then attack. That's a lot of crit rate. And yeah, I guess I use him every now and then when I can. I kind of don't like his playstyle. I feel like it takes way too long. Like especially when you have to counter, you have to like wait for the entire team or the entire enemy side to attack. But oh well. Alright, and then after that, I guess I use Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot. Alright, so yeah, 145. 192 crit damage. I feel like there are some characters that I can rebuild, but I'm just too lazy to. I don't have his signature, so we're just gonna use, yeah, so just use Bronius Light Cone. Can be used, actually. Yeah, you can get the skill point from this. And he does want the energy, and yeah, he has 100 advance action, which can... that you can, that you can take advantage of. Here is traces, 10, 10, 10, everything except for his basic. He really doesn't basic at all. I guess you could basic in some fights where you actually need to attack the enemy to I guess get rid of a debuff. I forgot about this. I forgot he actually has this. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I barely see this used at all where he like dispels. Yeah. Rebel the Order and then Lushaka again. Just like every other Harmony character that has like a skill that only affects one ally, you want as much crit damage and as much speed, or I guess depending on your speed, you'd want them to be one less than the main carry. Oh yeah, I think my reasoning why I have him at 145 is because I have Bronya at 134. That way, yeah, have a character, yeah, and I do think Bronya has her E2, so I just make my main carry be one faster than Sunday, and then they would act, and then Bronya would act, and then give her a skill, and then blah 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 blah, and then rinse and repeat. Yeah, again, just get as much crit damage as you possibly can, and then just aim for a certain amount of speed depending on your carry. No Eidolon. I don't know. Sunday, you've been growing on me, but I don't know if I want to invest in you right now, especially since we're just getting more and more characters. Alright, so yeah, we have the 136 Bronya. Again, just like Sundays, build as much crit damage as you possibly can, and then like figure out the speed by your carry. Fun fact, I have but the battle isn't over. I could use this and it would be better than the current light cone that I currently have, although like I barely use Bronya. The only reason I'm using Bronya right here on this team is just because, yeah, like I said during EMC, I'm using EMC in my current Elation setup, so I can't use RMC in this setup. I guess I'll show, you know what? Yeah, I'll show RMC right now. So yeah, we have Bronya. As you can see by these blue lines, I think I have her at like E5. So yeah, somewhat expensive character. I literally think, yeah, all you need to do is just level up these two, and then whichever like, and then yeah, I guess effect res if you're going with the effect res or relic, and then crit damage and whatnot. Huh, Bronya, you don't even have maxed out relics. Wow. You know what? That could actually help a bit. I guess I'll level them up later. Yeah, okay, if you're using Broken Needle, I guess level up the effect res so you can hit the 30 effect res so you can get the 10% crit damage. So yeah, here's her relics, and just like I'm pretty sure some people out there, you may or may not have a lot of Eidolons for her. I feel like out of all the characters, she's like somewhat the most future proof. She is still being used today in some setups. Actually, I'm pretty sure when Sunday came out, you were using Bronya with Sunday just so Sunday could get 100 advance action. Cause yeah, unlike unlike Sunday, like Sunday has a restriction where he can't use his skill on a Harmony character. Meanwhile, Bronya can. So yeah, they're the only two characters that I guess have 100 advance action forward. Well, I guess Robin does, but that's only after every ult. Or yeah, after every ult. So yeah, E5. Maybe one day I'll get E6. That'll probably happen soon. And then yeah, we use Don Kong, literally the only character that is meant for Finan, or that can use Finan. Maybe we'll have another sustain that can actually sustain Finan when he enters his ultimate state. But yeah, just like Finan, he's kind of in a scuff state. But I guess we did get him for free, so you know what? I can't complain. So yeah, literally the reason why I assume everyone has him like in a scuff state is just because he's an attack scaling character, and I mean every preservation light cone, well except for I guess Fu's light cone, is defense scaling. So it's like, well, we really don't have much right now. Maybe in the future they'll have a light cone. Shoot, do they even wait? No, actually, wait. It would most likely have to be a memory, or yeah, light cone that we'd get from Memory of Chaos. I guess best case scenario is they release another preservation character that is attack scaling. And around that time, they would add a light cone to the shop. That way we could actually use it. Literally, I think like anything that would increase attack would be used. Yeah, literally just scraping from the bottom of the barrel. Was our boy. Alright, and then yeah, we got his traces. Yeah, I think you do want to level up everything except for the basic. Yeah, again, the reason why I don't have these leveled up, does not matter. He's not defense scaling like every other preservation character, except Fu. Yeah. But still, you know what? Not that bad of a character. Honestly, pretty good for a free character that we honestly got. He does have his problems, especially, yeah, just like I said, he's in attack scaling, and every thing at the moment right now is like, or all his like things that we can get are kind of like defense scaling, so it's kind of like at a weird spot. So yeah, here are his build. Honestly, I don't care. But these are probably the worst things that I've seen. But yeah, he's a sustain. Like, I don't think he needs to like hit any breakpoints or anything like that. Just get as much speed as you possibly can on him. And then yeah, this, I'm pretty sure this set, actually I'm pretty sure this set can be used on any other sustain character that I guess reapply shields. Again, don't have any of his things. Yeah, I'm not going for it anymore. Like, he's literally became free, and that's all you need. I guess, yeah, you know what? Since we're here, I guess I'll just show my EMC, or RMC. So just switch pass. You know what? I guess when I go for my break team, I'll show them off, or show off HMC. Yeah, okay, so here we go. We have our RMC. I actually do have her like maxed out. So yeah, I've got her like special light cone, and then like her trace and whatnot. Okay, yeah, exactly. Again, like Sunday and Bronya. Wow, will they ever release a support character that doesn't want speed and as much crit damage as you possibly can build on her? She has 169 speed. Nice. Alright, so yeah, here are her build. For the most part, yeah, literally all you would need to max out for her are literally just these two skills. Everything, I guess, is just... Maybe you can, like, level this up if you're using her as Castress, just so if you skills her, you can get some more new blood. That's the only thing I can see. Yeah, everything else is literally just damage, giving Mem more HP and whatnot. Yeah, just literally just these two skills and the other traces. And as much crit damage as you can build. So yeah, just like Sunday, just like Bronya. Speed, crit damage, that's all you ever need. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, I guess unlike Don Kong, she actually, I guess, has somewhat decent relics. Yeah, okay, so she got some pieces that have high speed, and then some pieces that have some crit damage on them. Yeah, I kind of just was like, you know what? Good enough for me. And then yeah, oh wow, I don't have E6. I thought I did. I'm pretty sure the reason why I don't have it is because I need to explore Amphorius, and I do not want to. But who cares? It's literally just 100 crit rate when she uses her ultimate. Yeah, which I've seen her do some decent damage, but I'm pretty sure that's like in a Cyrene setup. Where she gets her like extra, or her bonus talent or whatever that she gives. But yeah, I guess that is my finance setup. Alright, and then after that...
Play like how you usually do in the simulated universe.
You know what? I had my AoE team.
It's the reliable Don Hung. We knew you'd come.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say, you know how I just said my finance was like my third strongest? I would say this honestly just beats it if it's in the right setup, but like, yeah, we haven't... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're in the AoE meta anymore. Or if we are, this is not cutting it. This team's just not cutting it. I think they're like way. Oh, yeah, I think. You know, I don't think we're in the AOE meta anymore. I think it's literally just do as much damage as you can meta, which has I guess always been the case. But yeah, I guess we have the Herda. Honestly, I guess when she came out and for like a couple of months, she was actually like my strongest character, and now she's like all the way at the bottom. But yeah, here we go. 69 crit rate. I'm a little toddler. 135 crit damage. Yeah, she gives like what, like 60 or 80 free crit damage. So I'm pretty sure you can be a little bit on the low side on the crit damage side. 136. Yeah, I don't know what team. Actually, I used this team on her. We've got her signature. This broke me actually. Actually, no. Wait. Did this break? Yeah, this broke me. I literally had to spend every single jade just to get this. I didn't even want this. All right, I actually wanted to go for a Galea, but I'll explain why I went for this later on. You know what? I'm gonna say this. This is like a big quality of life light cone, just because it gives you that extra skill. Actually, I feel like maybe there's a character you could use this on. Yo, Himiko Nova, she gets a free skill point. Maybe she could actually. Oh wait, I don't think Himiko Nova actually consumes skill or energy. I guess Rin. You know what? Yeah, I think Rin may actually kind of like this light cone. I'm getting too ahead of myself, but yeah, we got her light cone. I feel like the only big reason you would want to go for this is just for the extra skill point, just so you can. I guess if you're at like one skill point, you can skill ultimate, and then you get that one skill point, and then you can skill again. Well, yeah, I guess kind of somewhat expensive character. You want to level up her time, level up her ultimate, and then level up her skill. Don't want to level up her basic though. So yeah. Yeah, you barely don't even use your basic at all. Which, yay, I guess. Alright, and then we have her relics. So, yep, we have this. I'm pretty sure this is also a relic set that's, like, niche to only, like, a few characters. I spent a lot of time on my Herda. Like, I mean a lot. Wow, that's actually made. So, yeah. Like, some of these pieces took me a while to get. Just because the other pieces I had were kind of bad. Yeah, we have Izumo. Just so, yeah, because I use her as Jade. I keep forgetting, yeah, some of these, how these characters kits work. Yeah, she wants to be paired with another erudition character, so she gets that extra trace. I don't know if I show this, but here are her relics. And then we have her E1, alright? I was building pity on her on her banner just for Aglaya, and then I just got this out of nowhere. I was like, well, that's fun. Yeah, so since I got this, I just decided to go for the light cone. I think E2... Actually, I don't know. I think her E2 is actually... Actually, yeah, I think you kind of want her E2 just because she gains an extra inspiration stack, and that's her enhance skill. Yeah, I think, yeah, doesn't this make it to where... Oh, she additionally gains an extra stack and after using her enhance skill. Yeah, I guess this is probably explains why. Yeah, like in Flame Reaver, my Herda setup was more stronger than my Finan setup. I was actually able to like 3-star Flame Reaver with Herda, or when I actually could instead of Finan. Yeah, Finan was struggling. Yeah, and then yeah, we use Jade. I feel like I'm wait. You know what? Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, I kind of. You know what? I think I'll go over it this fast by now. Alright, so next up, we got Jade. Yeah, user and Linksha setup, user and Herda, I guess any character that could do an AoE or AoE. Yeah, you'd use Jade a lot in Pure Fiction. You no longer do, since yeah, we're like at the point where you just want to do more damage. Like, screw, like, doing as many attacks as you can. You need to actually do damage. And I guess attack a lot. So yeah, don't have her light cone. I have Himiko's light cone. I actually have like quite a few copies of these. Actually, no, I don't. I only just have the one. So yeah, I just oh yeah. So I guess Jade can actually benefit from this light cone. Pretty expensive character. You want to level up almost everything, I guess, except for these two. Just since she uses everything in her kit. She uses her skill, she uses her basics, she uses her talent, she uses her ultimate, everything at level 10. So yep, we have Grand Duke. She I think can get max stacks of this just if you can actually I guess do a bunch of follow-ups. Which she does. So yeah. Actually I should probably just do I should probably have the compare up. See where things rolled. So yeah, I guess base speed makes sense. You don't want her to be too fast, because then that collector would go way faster. Yeah, no Eidolons. I think I literally just pulled for her just for the joke of it. I was like, ha, I'm pulling Jade and spending my Jades. I think that's literally it. Actually, I kind of like her. I feel like she's one of the characters that like I feel like gets some hate, which is understandable with the things she does, but I actually kind of like her. I actually like her backstory. I actually like her personality. I actually like everything about her. But I can see where the hate is coming from. I don't know why I went over Jade so much. All right, next up we have Triby. I literally pulled her at like 3 in the morning when I was sleep deprived. I didn't mean to pull her. Fun fact, I have a second account. I thought I was on the second account. It was like 3 or 5 a.m. in the morning. I was sleep deprived. I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm on the second account. I did like 20 pulls on her and I got her. And I was like, wait a minute. Something's not right. And then I realized that I was actually on the main account. I guess there's some uh blessing in disguise there. I I guess I did use her in a lot, team. I used her a lot, actually. I don't think I was able to clear some things without her, so maybe it was a good thing that I actually got her. Oh yeah, she's got -3 speed because of bone collections. So yeah, I think, yeah, you want her to be as slow as possible. And then, of course, we have her on Dance Dance Dance. I think this is literally her best light cone. I'm pretty sure people are still using this setup right now. Yeah, just because of how much ultimate she can do. Literally just have Dance Dance Dance, and you can just spam her ultimate and keep getting this action forward that it gives. I guess just like Jade, she's kind of an expensive character too. You want to level up everything because she uses everything in her kit. She uses her kill, she uses her skill, basic, yada yada yada. And then we have her relics. I think she's like in a little bit of in a weird state where like since she doesn't rely on speed and you really don't need to build that much HP on her, you're like going for like some damage, but you're also gonna go for some like more supportive capabilities. So yeah, so I guess you can see she's a little bit of a hybrid build where she's doing damage and uh supporting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just like having yeah, since you technically I think you'd want both of these to be HP, you can build a little bit more offensive stats since she already kind of somewhat reaches her HP needs, and she also increases her HP. But yeah, okay, so yeah, Quantum again. Yeah, you could like build her on more of a offensive build. Yeah, I guess she is a support, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. Actually. I think yeah, it really doesn't matter which you would want, Quantum or HP. I think it's literally whichever one you have the better substats is the one you build on. And then, of course, Energy Recharge. She is a Harmony character. You do want to spam her ult. Sadly, no E1, no signature. Kind of a free-to-play 3B. Honestly, she is kind of used in some setups currently, but like I said, I think we're kind of like straying away from the AoE meta, and I think we're more like just try to do as much damage as you can. Although she is used a lot, I guess if you do have, I guess, the right setup. But I think Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you can just spam. Actually, no, I think some people are actually using Dance 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 of was equal with Twilight, and then you're just spamming ultimates. Yeah, I think that's the setup that people are using. So yeah, I guess that's my AoE team. I kind of spent a lot in that, but kind of carried me a lot through Anthorius, but that was like the AoE meta patch, a region. Alright, and then after that, I guess we have our last team that I somewhat currently have. Oh wait. And that is my break team. Literally only use this team for like one patch, and then after that it's literally like usable, but like I need the right setup. I need to fight the right team or right enemies. And also, I am using HMC, which I don't know. I better hope to pray in God that I can't or that I'm not using uh RMC or EMC, which I guess she's only in one of those two teams, but those two teams are like pretty big teams. So yeah, that's I guess my Finan team and then my Elation team. But I guess in some cases I could use this team if the other team is using the DOT team. But yeah, you know what? I'll just quickly go over this. Alright, so we have our good old Rappa 149. A bunch of attack because she's got that attack scaling where she gives some attack into break effect. Yeah, Rappa, I think you've gotten a rerun, right? Has Rappa gotten a rerun? Oh my god, I kind of forgot about her. I want to say she has. I want to say she has. I forgot. Rappa, you actually, yeah, you didn't get a rerun for an entire year. I feel like, yeah, she got her rerun. Okay, so we're using this light cone. Yeah, this is the only, yeah, there's literally only two light cones that, I guess, Robin can use. There's this light cone, and then there's her signature. After that, you're kind of screwed. So yeah, we have her, traces. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't think you want to level this up, but since either way, if you're out of her ultimate, you might be using her skill just so you can build more ult charge. Might as well just level this up. I don't think you kind of need to level up that high. Maybe just a couple levels, but yeah, mostly it's just her basic talent ultimate. And then yeah, Rappa is also another character that kind of broke me. A lot of these have a lot of break effect. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason why is because I didn't have any character that increased her break effect. Because yeah, I was using her was like, I don't know what the heck. But yeah, I was like aiming for this 250 break effect. Alright. Oh yeah, I think I was aiming for the 250 break effect was like a good speed, and that's what kind of broke me. No Eidolons, no signature, yeah. Actually, she doesn't even hit the 250. I think she only hit the 250 because of RMC on the team. Alright, next up we got Dahlia. Yeah. I just pulled her just cause, you know what? Just cause, alright? There's no reason to, alright? Like, who wouldn't want this? What? She has a bad back. You know why? Because she's carrying the break team. Alright, nothing more. Alright. So we got her light cone. Literally, just like every other light cone that I've almost gotten. I pulled on the light cone banner and got it around like less than 30 pity. I was like, okay, I guess I'm using this now. Yeah, we have her light cone, pretty good light cone. We've got her traces. I'm pretty sure you want to level up everything just because you use everything. And then yeah, just because I was farming for Rappa for so long, I have some pretty decent relics that she uses. I think she actually wants to use fire. I think, you know what? No, I think you'd actually build defensive. Actually, I'll see what people are using. Okay, yeah, you can actually build defensive, but I literally think it's whatever has the best substats. So yeah, break effect, and yeah, she can actually use this set. Oh shoot, I forgot. Yeah, okay, so Linkcha was kind of like a speed build, and yeah, I guess the only reason I'd use this set is because she had the 6% speed, so she could be faster. No Eidolons, I actually kind of wanted to pull for E1, but like, her like second part of her E1 only lasted for like a little bit of the fight. And I think, you know what, yeah, I think her E1's maybe not as valuable since like more enemies are starting to have like some stupid like 100% action advance forward to where they just get rid of every single debuff that they have. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. But yeah, here is my Dahlia, and then after that we've got EMC. Yeah, literally what? There's only like 2 support break characters. That's EMC and then Foog. I know there's Ron May, but I literally don't think she's that good no more. Like, I'm pretty sure she's literally just leftovers. Yeah, because I don't think she provides any break effect or anything. I think the only value that she gets is just if the enemy gets broken. Yeah, she doesn't provide any super break, anything like that. I do think she's better than nothing, but I think you'd rather want to use RMC or Foog. But I guess she was released before. Yeah, she was the last character before we went to Penacony, so that's probably why. Maybe if she gets a Nova Flare. I feel like if she ever got a Nova Flare, she'd probably maybe be used in the break team. Who knows? I guess we'll see. So yeah, okay, I'm using Memories of the Past just for the break effect and the energy. Not that bad of a light cone, actually. Yeah. I think you actually want to level up her skill just because it does a decent amount of damage in the right setups. Yeah, just so it does a little bit more damage. We've got Watchmaker, pretty sure she's like the only character that can actually use this. Just because, yeah, she's only I'm pretty sure she's the only break support that uses their ultimate on an ally. I think every character that's a break support doesn't use their ultimates on an ally. Yeah, so I guess just build as much speed as you possibly can and then aim for some break effect. Oh wait, she actually has a break effect sharing mechanic in one of her eidolons. But that's her E4 and I do not have it. Maybe I should go for her E4. I don't go for this just because I'm too lazy. But yeah, I'm also like using RMC and EMC in other teams, so it's like, would 15% of her break effect even be that much? I feel like at most it'd be like what 15-25% extra damage. Maybe I should go for it. But at this point, it's kind of a little bit too late. Actually, it's not a little bit too late. It's a lot of late. There's no reason to, I guess, go for my break team. Damn, remember when everyone saw that Dahlia was coming out and then that Firefly was getting a Nova Flare and then we thought the next push was going to be break? But it was actually just DOT all along. I guess I don't have Firefly. And yeah, I already showed Linksha. I guess I forgot to say it. Okay, yeah, I use her in a high-speed build just so I could use her in Pure Fiction. Alright, and then that's it. I'm pretty sure every other team is just like, I guess just leftovers. Wow, 48 minutes. I guess I'll go over some characters I've yet to go over. I guess only the favorites. Alright, we have Robin. Kinda did like using her. Yeah, 125 speeds is what you're aiming for. I guess since she's actually in the Golden Companion Spirit Shop, she's no longer going to get her banner. And since she's no longer going to get her banner, or rerun of her banner, yeah, the only way to get her signature right now is to literally just buy the Battle Pass 4 times. Or 2 times if you buy the premium one. So yeah! Although this isn't that bad of a light cone. Yeah, I guess before Hysolence came out, I was using her in the DOT setup. Just because, yeah, she gave 100 increased attack. I want to say she's actually used in some teams. But, yeah. I think only if you you have her highly invested, like her signature and her E1. She doesn't have that bad of an E1, actually. I guess it also depends on your team, because it's like, she gives extra attack and she gives a physical additional damage. But if they don't need that, then it's like, well, I guess she's there to do that physical additional damage, but if they have a physical res, I guess she's kind of like through where it's like just use someone else. Like her main kit is that physical additional damage, and if you're not using it, well then oh well. Actually, no, I think in some zero cycles you kind of want to use her for her ultimate since it's the entire team and not just one character. Okay, yeah, but I guess without further ado, yeah, just literally her build is literally attack, 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 energy recharge. I think okay for her sphere. I think if you want her to do more personal damage, you go for physical damage boost. But if you want the team to do more damage, you go for attack boots or attack sphere. But at the end of the day, I really don't think it matters that much, and it's rather which one you or want more of, or which one has the better substats. And yeah, I guess you don't build crit since she's got some like, yeah, she's got some like, oh yeah, she has whatever. I think it's her. Yeah, she has fixed 100 crit rate and then some crit damage bonus. Yeah, I guess her E1, which is a 24% rest pin, which is honestly not that bad. All right. Oh yeah. I guess we have our saber, or my saber. I used her like 3 times, and then I just haven't. Kind of at a weird spot. But don't worry, Saber. You'll get some time to shine when Gilgamesh is free, because you have that duo setup. Yeah, kind of don't have that good of light cones for her. Oh wow. Actually, wait. Oh. Okay, hold on. She was using this light cone. Actually, let's swap that back. I don't think I'm ever going to use Clara again. I was using Clara for a bit. Yeah, I think the only place I used her was like in Pure Fiction, just so I could get this passive. But yeah, not that very good light cone option for her. I literally think, yeah, this beats out the Moles Welcome You. Even though she does technically use her skill, her basic, and her ultimate. I think if you can actually get the feed off, this just beats it. So yeah, an expensive character. You're using her entire kit. I still have like no idea how she works. I know she has like fake energy or something like that. And yeah, here's her build. I guess I have no idea. I looked at like one video. I was like, all right, I'm just copy this, and then I copied it. Somewhat, actually, it's not even that good. It's usable. I feel like even if I min max or what, I'd get like maybe 5 of a damage increase. But yeah, you know what? She'll rise again. All right. All right. Next patch, she totally will when Gilgamesh comes out. Also, her banner has been here for an entire year, so like, I feel like it's gonna stay for another year after that. All right, and then we have Sela. Honestly, I need to rebuild her, although I don't want to. Her Nova Flare kind of made it so I needed to rebuild. I got everything, and I mean everything. Or wait, I guess she was in her. Got added to the Celestial invite, or yeah. So if you lose a 50-50, you could get her. But yeah, literally haven't touched her since the beginning of the game. You can see her belly button. I guess that's a plus. So yeah, I got her signature literally day 1. She's been here since day 1. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got her actually like day 1. Actually, I don't think it's actually day 1. I don't know whenever. Okay, so whenever the day came out, or whenever the game came out, I guess this is when I started. So I don't know if this is actually day 1 or not. But I got her the first week. I got her actually in my first 10 pull. Yep, first 10 pull, won the 50-50, and got her. I'm pretty sure it was like 6 pity. I don't know. I may have live streamed it. I have no idea. So yeah, kind of an expensive character. You do kind of use like her entire kit somewhat. You can basic attack. But yeah, again, since she got her Nova Flare, I kind of need to rebuild her. Honestly, I wouldn't say she's that bad of a build. Okay, literally, I could swap these pieces over to Archer, although Archer, get your own pieces, alright? I'm not giving you Sealess pieces. So yeah, that's her build. I have no idea when her. I got her E1 whenever she got invited to the Celestial invite. Have yet to activate it. This is why I kind of need to rebuild her. I need to activate this, and then yeah. Yeah, I think she's still used in the same team, and that's a hyper carry where you have two harmony characters or Silver Wolf and whatnot. All right, and then next up we've got our Silver Wolf. Literally, still use her. Actually, no, I don't. That's a lie. Also, another character got her Noble Flare. I got her when she came out. Actually, also, yeah, tutorial starts. One of the best Nihility light codes if you can actually get the actually get an attack or actually attack an enemy that has defense. You could just get a free energy. Yeah, so I got her. I'm pretty sure I got her just so I can use her in the mono quantum setup, and I've used that. I guess when it first came out for a bit, and after that, I would say I'd use Silver Wolf more than I use Sela, just because she provided a bunch of defense red, which is kind of valuable. So yeah, here are her traces. I guess yeah. So I kind of went for a little bit more offensive than supportive capabilities. But I literally think all you needed to do was like reach like 60 effect hit rate and something like that. I don't know. I already forgot. Fun fact. Oh yeah, I got this Eidolon when she got her first rerun. It was rather this or Argenti, and I pulled for this. And I won the 50-50. I was like, huh, that could have been Argenti. But I'd rather want Silverwolf than a dude. Alright. You know what? Yeah, let's quite I guess yeah, let's quickly go over some things. So now we're just like scraping the bottom of the barrel, just like random characters. Serval. I used her once in the Herda setup. Yeah, this is a setup. You want passkeys, Eagle, Twilight, and as much speed as you can. Spam skills and ultimates, and then you'll build stacks for Herda. I guess she was like okay when the first game or when the game first came out, and now, yeah, I think that's literally the only place where you use her is literally that team. She doesn't even have a two-piece. Wow. Yeah, literally. Yeah, this is why I rebuilt her, just so I could use her in Herda for that one time. E6 was kind of valuable in the beginning of the game, but since now a lot more characters come out and a lot more characters be her, there's better options. And we still have yet to get our new 4-star character. Alright, here's Clara. As you saw a little bit earlier on, I did get rid of her light cone. I guess I barely used her at all. I know there's like one setup, one fight where you use her, where she's actually good. She's got pretty... Okay, she's got usable stats. Usable pieces. And yeah, I got her E1. Maybe we'll see her shine later on. And then we got Himiko. Oh my god, Himiko Nova's gonna come out. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Slight Code. I used her, I guess a little bit in Pure Fiction. Actually, I think when Pure Fiction came out, if she was like against enemies where you could break their weakness bar a lot, you would actually use her. But you know, like I said before, Pure Fiction's literally just about doing damage. So yeah, I have yet to use her that much recently. Yeah, I think for traces, level up everything except for I guess the effect res and then her basic. Then we got her relics. I think yeah, the most I used her was when Pure Fiction came out, and I used her with Small Herda and then her. I got her E2. I think I actually got her second Eidolon pretty recently. I want to say she will be used with Himiko Nova, although to be fair, like, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent right here. I think Himiko kind of needs a rework. Maybe a Nova Flare, maybe. It's just that she has that problem of that she can only have 3 stacks, and she can't even have more than that. And if you can't break, you can't build stacks. So you're kind of just not using her. I guess she was used somewhat when I guess Dahlia came out. I guess that is a setup since you are implanting fire weakness. Oh yeah, and she is I guess used in some food teams since you can break the enemy's weakness bar twice. What's like I feel like there's just better characters. It's like yeah. Oh yeah, I have Sparkle. I used her in the Mono Quantum setup with Soul Wolf and Tila. Was actually used a lot. And also recently got a Nova Flare. So yay. I'm losing my voice. So yeah, I got her when she came out. Yeah, she was kind of used a lot then, and it's actually still kind of being used a lot right now. You can slot her in Archer teams, you can slot her in Sparksy teams. That's about it. She's honestly not that bad of a support character. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like on the same power level as Bronya. I got her light cone. I guess I just got her light cone just for the fun of it. I feel like the only reason I got this was just for the 10 extra crit rate. Oh yeah, fun fact. I guess here's a little fun fact about Siwa. I used her once with Sunday and Sparkle, so that's like 30 extra crit rate. So yeah, that's like 98 crit rate. I did her ultimate twice in a row, and I missed both those crits. All right, so that's 2% crit or 2% or yeah, 98% crit rate. So that means I had a 2% chance of missing the crit. I missed it, and I did her ultimate again. Still had 98% crit rate, and I missed it again. I guess 100% or nothing. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, here are her traces. Her relics, just like literally every other Harmony character. Speed and crit damage. And then energy recharge rope. That's literally like 80% of the Harmony characters. And yeah, we've got I guess Hackerspace. And yeah, since I did use her with I guess the Mono Quantum team, I use this set. I guess maybe you'd want to switch this piece to Lashaka if you're using Sparksy, but I'm too lazy to do that. So yeah, that's her things. I was thinking of going for her E1, but I decided to go for Koth instead. And yeah, I guess we've got... Okay, yeah, after that, we're literally just scraping the bottom of the barrel. I got Fu because I lost 50-50. I'm kind of glad I did. You know what? I'll build her one of these days. We got Archer. I did the 200 pulls with the Fate Banner came out. Somewhat leveled skills. Here are his relics. I could put better relics pieces on him, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't even have this leveled up. Maybe I'll build him if I get Ren. Yeah. I'll use you one of these days. I'm never gonna use him. Alright, then we have, well, literally a character that I just recently built, actually. Got his signature Lycone actually like a while ago. I'm pretty sure like the first couple of patches of the game. Leveled them up a bit. Yeah, honestly, did a little bit of some rebuilding with him just so I could use him in... I think Anomaly Arbitration is where I used him. Or maybe last Apocalyptic Shadow. Don't have his Eidolons, and maybe one day I'll get his E4. Then we have March 7th. Literally, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna use her in my break team. Just because she gives a little bit extra break effect. If I'm not using RMC. But like, yeah, I've tried this team. It kind of works, but there are like way better things. So yeah, here's her traces. You have her on a break build. I'm pretty sure, yeah, her and Mo's were like the last 4-star characters that we got. Maybe we'll see one day. So yeah, I guess she's a little bit on a hybrid build. Break and, I guess, regular damage. E6, you get her E6 for free, guys. Completely free. Too bad we don't use her as much. All right, and then we have Ratio. Was actually kind of goated when he first came out, and we got him for free. And now, single target is kind of like it's not even follow up. That's like on the kind of like needs I guess like some of Nova Flare. It's literally just single target. Yeah, since yeah, if you're single target, you're kind of like just at the bottom of the meta, unless you're Asheville or like Archer. But there's like yeah, there's cases where single target just doesn't work. So yeah, don't have his light cone. Here are his traces. I used them a lot when he came out. I guess some of a hybrid build. Actually, I feel like I maybe replaces pieces with other characters. But yeah, it was actually pretty good when he first came out. That was before power creep and the AoE meta. But yeah, maybe we'll see a rise in him. But again, I don't know. It was good when you came out. All right, and then you know what? I'm just gonna quickly go over. Some of these characters are built, some of them are not. Yeah, I guess Luca was literally just when we didn't have the full DOT team. And I think he's somewhat... Actually, I don't know what a rank of the 4-star characters are on the whatnot. E6? Yeah. Okay, then we have Gunaifen. I actually liked her. I actually liked using her in the DOT team. But sadly, they're just better options. That are just literally just 5 stars. Wow. You know what they're somewhat built. I guess if they get ever added to Currency Wars, I could actually use them. Wow, they're actually somewhat okay. The Lynch or the knife is actually built. Sally did not have her E6. Damn. Then we have Ting Yun. I don't think I ever used Ting Yun actually. Yeah, she's got nothing. The reason why Ting Yun's not built as much as the other Harmony characters is literally just because of her Eidolons. I think I only recently just got this. Yeah, I didn't use her just because I didn't have her E6, and I already had like so many Harmony characters at the time. Yeah, okay. I think when Robin came out, I didn't even have her. I didn't even have a single Eidolon, and I got Robin. So yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons why I just didn't use or build Tingyun. I think they're just way better. Yeah, there's just way better Harmony characters right now. Way more better supports. So it's like, yeah, and especially if you don't have her at E6. Okay, then we have good old Sampo. I think I literally just have a random light cone on him. Yeah, I used him during the DOT days when we literally had nothing. I haven't even... Yeah, wow, I don't even have him at E6. I have him at E4. Then we have our Bailu. I actually used Bailu a lot. But that's when I literally... I still don't have that much sustain, so I kind of... There's like a 5% chance I use her. So yeah, kind of just a heal bot. Just have her act as fast as she possibly can, and then, yeah, some, like, healing and some supports. Got her E1. This kind of sucks. They need, yeah, the character that gets attacked needs to get hit. And just have their, like, heal out. Yeah, get healed to, like, full HP, which is, like, not possible right now, since everything's literally just doing half your HP. Maybe we see a Nova Flare. Alright, then we got Jeppy, Japard. I use him, actually, yeah, I used him a lot in the early days. He kind of came in clutch one time in one of my Divergent Universe runs. Where I literally just spent like 20 minutes with just him alive and just him doing his skills. But they're literally just way more better characters at sustaining than him right now. Again, maybe one day. Okay, guys, you two, I think, yeah. I don't know. Actually, he's used in that Currency Wars, actually, in some teams. I don't know. The only way I can maybe see you using him is maybe in some like Acheron team if you have him at E2. Just because, yeah. He's also like kind of, I say kind of used in the DOT team, but you kind of want the enemy to act. I don't know. He's kind of in a weird spot. And then you got his E4, which eventually just gives 50% effect res. So, yeah, that's just for free. Alright, then we got Susan. I think I literally used her once. Yeah, don't have her built that much. I've got her signature set, kind of. Actually, I feel like there's way more better sets than this. Don't even have leveled them up. You know what? Maybe one day I'll go back and level up characters, or build characters that I don't have. I find her E4 to be very funny. Huh? She gets an extra break effect? I guess that's why I was seeing people use breaks Su Sheng. Alright, then we have Natasha, our literal day one characters. You know what? I actually did use her, I guess, again, in the early days. Yeah, as you can just tell from her skills. Wow, she's got a 4-star relic. Yeah, all of these are just 4-star characters. Okay, have her E6. Have yet to activate her Eidolons. Asta, wow. Here's a blast from the past. Again, just like Tingyun, I feel like nowadays there's just a way more better Harmony characters. I guess she is used in like Apocalyptic Shadow sometimes and some like crazy scenarios just because her skill bounces a bunch and then you can break the enemy's weakness bar. So I guess she is used there. She's got a speed, she can spam dance, and she gives some attack, but like yeah, there's just Harmony characters that just do a bunch. Or not even a bunch. They just do like one thing and they just excel at that one thing. Alright, we have Bronya. I'm gonna be honest, I did. Or wait, I called Pela Bronya. Alright, we have Pela. Literally did not use Pela at all. Actually, I think I used her a bit. Okay, never mind. I used her a bit. Yeah. One of these characters are literally just characters that you used because you literally have nothing, or it was literally just at the start of the game. And we also had nothing. So yeah, I guess I've yet to activate this. I kind of don't like Pela's Eidolons. Like, there's some support things, but wait, Pela has a 12%. Okay, never mind. Actually, I kind of like Pela's Eidolons. I guess the only thing I don't like is just her E6, just because it increases her damage. Okay, yeah, never mind. I never realized this was Pela's E4. Hold on, wait. All right. Okay, I need to quickly go over this. All right, we have Herta. Literally, I feel like is one of the 4-star characters that is used a bunch. That was only just because when Pure Fiction came out, she was actually pretty good. I guess she was used in auto battles. So yeah, we have her own light cone. We got her traces. And then yeah, we have her relics, not even fully maxed out. 127 speed, yeah. And then E6. Oh yeah, well, also one of the very few characters that you get E6 as a free to play. Literally, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to pull on the banner and you already got E6. So I guess that's a plus. User in Pure Fiction. Although you no longer use her in Pure Fiction because, like, yeah, they're just way better characters. Alright, we've got Lynx. I want to say... Actually, I don't think I used you at all. Okay, maybe I did use you. But I think that was like... Oh my god, I keep saying back then when I had nothing. I literally did have no sustains. I still don't have any sustains. And then, yeah, E6. Kind of have some, like, weird, like, things. Yeah, you know what? Maybe there's a reason why they no longer build 4 stars. All right, and then we have Hanea. I don't think I used her at all. I think if you later, actually, I think maybe if you have like a free to play archer, you could use her. But yeah, I don't think you literally use Hanea if you have Sparkle. Wow, I've yet to build her at all. She doesn't even have anything. She actually has a piece that I've marked as trash. Yeah, yeah, again. Okay, so yeah, I stopped at E4. Maybe one of these days I'll activate her Eidolons. Alright, we have Hook. I don't think I used Hook at all. I used her a bunch on the other account. Not this account. Yeah. Don't even have anything leveled up. I think the only time wait, no, yeah, there's some dude out there that's like still playing Hook. Actually no, I think he stopped playing Hook like a year ago. Yeah, I think Hook was like stopped like 5 cycling MOC and it actually takes like 20 cycles now. And that was with like E6 Harmony characters. So yeah, I haven't even used Hook at all. I think the only time you used Hook was literally in the beginning of the game was like a Himiko setup. And maybe when Kafka came out because she also applied Burned. Also, I guess was Acheron since like every time she does her skill, she like applies a debuff. But like that's like half. We have so many characters right now. All right, then we have Misha. Don't even have anything. Oh my god, don't even have anything on him. Only 2 Eidolons. Wow. Alright, we have Arlen. My boy. Don't use him. Kinda sad that he's not in Currency Wars. I feel like he could have popped off. I guess you can use him. Actually, no, I don't even think you can use him in Castro's team since I think he caps out like 50% HP. Alright, we have Don Kong. I'm pretty sure I used him in the beginning of the game. Like, okay, the live stream for Genshin Impact's like kind of soon. Okay, I need to kind of quickly go over this. Alright, so yeah, haven't used him. I was like thinking of like using him in a break build or something like that, so that's why. Or maybe I was just gonna give someone a break piece. Actually, I don't even think I used him. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even use him at the beginning of the game. I think I used him like 5 times. Alright, we got Shuyi. I think I used. No, I did not. I was like attempting to build her, and I just stopped. E6. Alright, we got good old QQ. I use her, I guess. Actually, you can. It's kind of hard to use her in Divergent Universe or Currency Wars right now since you have to get that stupid investment strategy or whatever. Okay, yeah, didn't use her. She actually somewhat has a build. I think I used her when the whole like Divergent Universe update got where it became a trial characters. Okay, we got Yukong, one of the first ever free 4 stars. Or limited. I don't know if you can still get her. I think you use her in finance teams like sometimes. Since her entire buff lasts the entirety of the time. So I guess if you have nothing, you can use her there. She's kind of hot too. What? She's also a single mom. What? Okay, Gallagher. I just kind of like Tingyun where I just didn't have his E6 and I just don't feel like he's that good unless you got him at E6. Just as how much value he gets. I'm pretty sure these are like, I think Black Swan's pieces. Okay, yeah, I have him at E6. I don't know. Maybe there's no point in building Gallagher right now. Since I have Linksha. Alright, then we have Mose, a character that I said I was going to use, but then 4 stars kind of just died. Yeah, it doesn't even have anything. At E6. Alright, then we have Yingqing, one of the worst characters in the entire game. What a way to end off the account review. I got his signature. I'm kind of so mad. It doesn't even have anything. Okay, at least I don't have any Eidolons. I literally think Yangqing is literally the worst character in this game. Alright, I think that's my account. Kinda went a little bit fast for characters I guess that I don't have built. But yeah, I guess that's my account. I don't know. Maybe this does well. I'll make a follow up on the E6 Acheron account that I made back a while back. So yeah, I guess that's the account review. As always, I thank you for watching. Did appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.